Welcome to our city, and here's what's going on this week around our city. On Wednesday, November 30th, Mayor Bowles will join 2nd Ward Councilman Nelson Gonzalez at his annual tree lighting. The event will be held in Washington Park, located at the intersection of Lidgerwood and Washington Avenue. This event will feature holiday songs and a visit from Santa. On Thursday, December 1st at 5:30 p.m., Mayor Bowles will join the Midtown Elizabeth Special Improvement District at their tree lighting ceremony. The ceremony will be located at the pedestrian plaza, which is next to the Elizabeth train station. This event will feature a visit from Santa Claus, who will give presents to the children, as well as holiday characters, music, and light refreshments. For more information, call 908-355-9600. Then on Monday, December 5th at 6 p.m., Mayor Bowles will join Councilman William Gallman and Elizabeth residents at the 5th Ward tree lighting ceremony. The event will include light refreshments, holiday music, and a visit from Santa Claus. This event will take place at the intersection of Mary Street and Jackson Avenue. If you need more information concerning these events or any others, please contact the Public Information Office at 908-820-4124. And we'll be back with this week's segment after these words. Thank you.
Sometimes you learn by helping others learn. Kane University.
Joining me for this first segment of this week's show is Detective Paul Pasternak of Elizabeth Police Department and Alexis Anton from Specialized Children's Hospital. Welcome to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
And before we go any further, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I am a community engagement coordinator at Children's Specialized Hospital, and there we actually treat kids from birth to 21 years of age with an array of different abilities and disabilities. We treat kids with spinal cord injuries, traumatic brain injuries, and things to developmental delays. So this year we're actually estimated to treat 30,000 kids.
Very good. Now, Paul, you've been here before, but anything new and special you want to say this time?
Well, I've been a police officer in the city for 30 years. That's a big deal, right?
Right.
I guess that's a big deal.
Okay. Now, the Jingle Bell Run, what is that?
The Jingle Bell Run is a 5K road race, which takes place on December 11th at 8:30 in the morning at the Mills at Jersey Gardens, the mall. We closed the streets off, and last year we had over 300 runners and walkers, and the 5K is a 3.1-mile race. And afterward, it's an award ceremony with pancakes donated by IHOP. We give out our awards, some gift cards, some raffles and things. There's a run with Santa, and there's always some kind of special surprises there for the kids and families who come out.
Right. And when you hear the name Jingle Bell, you think about the cold weather, but I think 2 years ago you had like 60-degree weather, was it?
Yeah, it was like that the last couple of years. The weather wasn't great. It was a little cloudy 2 years ago, but last year was fantastic. Last year was in the 50s and sunny, and it was beautiful, and everybody had a great time.
And as a runner, is that good weather to run in, or?
I run no matter what. So as a runner, I'll run if it's raining, snowing, or beautiful out. It doesn't matter.
And the proceeds from this race, where do the proceeds go?
Oh, they go directly to Children's Specialized Hospital.
Okay. And once they go there, what's some of the things that happen at the hospital?
Well, one really cool thing about fundraisers like the Jingle Bell 5K is that the Elizabeth PDA can actually determine where it goes. So we have an array of programs like our recreational program. We have Friday Night Fever, where kids in the community actually come to do an event. And we also have, the money can go to medical supplies, such as a new wheelchair for kids, to our long-term care unit, and even to our outpatient unit. The money will not go to waste.
Now, I know the norm is to run when the weather's much warmer, and this has been going on for years, but I'm just curious, who came up with the idea of this for this event?
Well, there was no road race in the city of Elizabeth, and I like to run, and I like to do events, and a bunch of police officers and myself came up with the idea, and we just decided the mall is a perfect place for this to take place, and it is.
Right. Now, Alexis, how many children does the hospital care for?
We are estimated to treat about 30,000 kids this year. Last year we treated about 28,000.
And who organizes this race?
Oh my gosh, Paul has been so amazing. He organizes everything on his end. He's just fantastic. I can't rave enough about him.
And I'm going to give the credit to my family because I really don't do anything. It's my wife and kids who do everything. There's a lot of police officers help out also who come out. And and anybody who wants to run, they can. I'm sure they've seen our applications all over town and our signs, our posters, all. But they can also go on the website. We have a website. Right. It's the jinglebellrun5k.org, and there's some pictures. There's results from the previous years. There's you can click and get an online registration. So, and again, the money goes all to Children's Specialized Hospital.
And as we say, Jingle Bell Run, it's more to it than just a run. You can actually take a nice walk.
It is, yeah. A lot of folks walk. In fact, the mayor walks every year. He's been there this is our 6th annual. He's been there all 6 years, and he walks the course. And we encourage people to run or walk. Just come out.
And he gets a big kick out of your special guests every year. Are you responsible for that also?
Yes. Stephen Baker, the touchdown maker, a New York Giant Super Bowl winner.
Right.
He's good friends with us, and he's good friends with Children's Specialized. He's just one of these giving, sincere, good people, and he comes out every year and he has a little banter with the mayor. They joke around between the two of them.
Yeah, that's the only day the mayor becomes a Giant fan.
I think you're right.
In front of Stephen Baker. Outside of that, he likes another team. But what are some of the needs of the children?
Some of the needs of the children. Well, actually, this was a need that we needed a couple of weeks ago. Our long-term care kids, they actually do go to school, and they needed school supplies. So they needed backpacks. They needed, they needed modified backpacks for their feeding tubes and things like that. And that can sometimes get expensive. We also need new equipment like wheelchairs and even therapy tables. We need funding for our recreational programs because our kids, they like to have fun like all of our other kids, and we want to make sure that happens.
Now, who would you recommend participate in this run? Is it open to everyone, or?
Oh, sure. It's open to anybody. Men, women, children, everybody. We want everybody to come out.
Right. And the location, where is it going to take place?
It's at the mall. The food court at the mall is our registration area. Then we'll go outside. The race goes around the mall and onto one or two of the city streets, comes back around and ends on the opposite side of the mall that it starts at. And inside is our award ceremony, pancake breakfast. And like I said, there's always some sort of special something going on.
And the course, is it certified?
It is. It's a New Jersey USA track and field certified course. So if anybody comes and breaks a world record, it'll stand.
And not to discourage anyone, but is it flat surface or?
You know better than that. It's a rolling hill course. Let's call it that. But there's some flat spots there.
But it's a great course.
It is. It's a great course.
If you look at the participants every year, they're just full of smiles, and it's different than your normal race. It's a lot of love out there and a lot of joy.
I think you're right. And a lot of people come, they dress up with their reindeer ears, and we give out jingle bells for people to put on their shoes, so they get a kick out of that. The kids get a kick out of that as well.
And it seems like a lot of companies come out, or groups, they run in groups or walk in groups. And it's more like a party.
Yes, we had a big group. I think they had like 28 or 30 women called Latinas in Motion,
right.
And they all dressed up in these colorful holiday dress, and they're fantastic. So we're hoping they're going to come out again this year.
Now, in addition to the participants we just spoke about, do any of the children attend this event?
Yes, actually, a few of them. And then we also have usually a child's family there, someone who's been through our services before and likes to tell their story and share it. Last year we had Taryn, I believe, and she was born with cerebral palsy. And, at first she was in a wheelchair and she couldn't walk, and then, she was walking on little crutches. And now she's about 8 years old now, and she's learning how to walk by herself. And it's her parents' goal for her to run one day. So that was Taryn, and this year we'll have another child share their story.
One of the things I like about races is the perks and what you get for participating. What's the fee for this one, and what's some of the what does the registration fee include?
Well, it's $30, and for the $30, you get to have a good time, enjoy the pancake breakfast that I keep mentioning. And it's a different color this year, but this is an embroidered hat that we give out. We also give out gloves, the jingle bells for your shoes, and you put everything in a nice bag, and it has a bunch of our sponsors on the bag as well, such as IKEA and IHOP and the Elizabeth PBA and some others that donate to our event as well.
And if someone wants to donate, is it too late, or?
No, absolutely not. It's $30 registration fee leading up to race day. On a race day, it's $35. You can register the day of the race at the food court at the mall.
Okay. Alexis, we touched on it, but the funds that are raised, how are they used?
They're used, well, I'll say to Paul, I'll be like, what do you guys want to designate the money to? And I'll give them a list of options. I could be our Mountainside long-term care unit, 'cause they do come in for a tour there. Mountainside also has a Friday Night Fever program where kids who are served by Children Specialized but can actually live outside the hospital, they always come in for an event. Last year, they went to a summer camp where they did a pool party. The funds can be designated to that. It could be designated to new medical equipment for them, clothes even, anything.
Now, upon the conclusion of the race, are there any prizes, any awards given out?
That's a good question, yes. Top 3 female and top 3 males get gift cards. The top prize is, first place, top for female and male, is a $250 gift card from IKEA. Then there's a second place prize worth $100 and a third place prize worth $50.
Is there anything for breaking down the age groups or just overall?
No, it's just overall. And except for age groups, we'll have our score will tell who came in what spot, but there's no prizes for that. You just get that the great atmosphere and the good time and all the perks that go with it.
Now, for you, an avid runner, does your time change from the summer versus the Jingle Bell Run?
No, it has changed with age. I've gotten slower.
I don't want to get to that one, but yeah. Okay.
I'm a realist. That's all right. I've gotten a little slower.
So what's your normal time for this run?
Somewhere in the 20s, around 22 minutes or so.
Oh, wow, that's not bad.
Yeah.
And around the your buddies on the force, do you feel a bit more energized, like a competition?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So you can't come in last on that one?
No, I won't. I won't do that. This is my race. I can't come in last.
Now, if someone wants to participate in this run, the Jingle Bell Run, who and how do they contact someone?
Well, if you see, like I said, the paper applications which are in, you can fill those out and mail those in to us, or you can go on our website, and I'd like to mention that again. It's www.jinglebellrun5k.org.
And Crystal was on the show last week, and she was boasting about the fact that she runs, and she's looking forward to this year. Keep an eye on her for me. Let me know how she does.
I will. Crystal comes out with a big group of soccer people. Like, I think she's very involved in soccer, and she brings a bunch of soccer people, and I think they do a little competition, a team thing themselves.
Just curious, what was the mall's response when you told them we wanted to have a run in December?
They loved it. They love us there.
Yeah.
They're like great partners. Yeah, they love it. I mean, we bring people to the mall, and they get a kick out of it also.
Right. And this happens before the mall opens?
Yes, that's what I said, 8:30. I think the mall opens at 9 o'clock that morning of. Right. So we were talking about that off the set, saying we got to get it, get the roads open because shoppers are coming to that mall. We got to get off the roads.
It's holiday time.
Right.
Now, if someone wanted to volunteer at the hospital, is that possible?
Absolutely. They could reach out to me at adanton@childrenspecialized.org. And I can absolutely hook them up. There's a lot of things. We actually have this really cool volunteer program. It's at our New Brunswick site, and it's called our Cuddler program. And literally, it's the volunteer's job to just come in and hold some of our newborns, because the different textures and scents, it's actually therapy for them. There's also a lot of other things, even taking patients to and from their therapy session, helping out with clerical work, even helping out with therapy itself.
And what age would you recommend for that?
Well, our volunteers, they have to be 15 years or older. We have a lot of moms for cuddlers, but that is also open to anybody.
Okay. And if someone wanted to volunteer on the day of the race, is that possible?
Sure, just show up, and like I said, I don't do anything, it's my family, so just pump into one of my family and ask them what they need to be done. No, they can just show up and just ask what we need. And we use people for course marshals, give out water, and for helping us with the registration. But
has Stephen confirmed for this year, or Stephen Baker, is he coming back, or are you not sure?
I'm pretty sure. I haven't firmed it up with him and see what's going on. I think the Giants are home that day, but they play at night, so I know he's off in the morning, so maybe we can coax him to come back. He loves it, and he loves Children's Specialized Hospital, so I'm positive he's available, he'll be there.
Now, does he run the race, or just come out and shake hands?
He's actually run the race a bunch of times. He likes to shake hands and show off his Super Bowl ring, but he also runs the race also.
I'm glad you mentioned that part, Super Bowl ring, so I can tell a few people that the Giants do have a ring.
Yeah, they've got 4 of them, and actually Stephen Baker is a great guy. He actually caught a touchdown in the Super Bowl in 1990.
And that's how I got his, one of the reasons I got his nickname, Stephen Baker the Touchdown Maker.
That's right, yep.
You understand what we're talking about right now? So before we wrap up, is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, just come out. Just come out for the run, support Specialized Hospital, and come see some surprises that we have. A couple years ago, we had a horse dressed up as Santa with an elf, this year we're going to have something maybe not as exciting, but on that same level.
And that's what I mean. It's like a party out there. Have you been out there before?
I haven't. This is actually my first year, so I'm really excited. I've heard wonderful things about it, and I'm just so stoked. And I know Paul has a few surprises that I'm really excited for our kids to see there as well. And I would just like to say thank you for having us on your show,
pleasure.
and thank you and the Elizabeth PBA for putting this together.
And Paul, one more time, the date and the number that someone they can contact you.
Right. The date is December 11th, 8:30 in the morning. It's a Sunday morning. And it's www.jinglebellrun5k.org.
Well, thank you to you both, and I wish you best of luck, and keep up the great work at the hospital.
Thank you so much.
All right. And thank you for your generosity.
Thank you for having us.
All right. We'll be back with the second half of our city after these words. Thank you.
In this tough economy, you need to make smart decisions. Shopping in Elizabeth is one of them.
In Elizabeth, you'll pay just half the state sales tax.
Only 3.5%.
When you visit our thriving downtown shopping districts.
The savings are just as great at the IKEA store.
And the Jersey Gardens Mall, the largest outlet mall in the region.
Elizabeth has great restaurants.
A one-of-a-kind Lowe's movie theater.
Brand new hotel.
There's something for everyone.
So be smart. Shop Elizabeth.
We're an American original. Dependable, historic, nuanced, with all the comforts of home, even when you're just visiting. So we're celebrating for all that we've left untouched and all that we've changed. A place where the past meets the future. So consider this your invitation.
We've been celebrating here in Elizabeth for 350 years, and we're just getting started.